Single payment.
But it's broke down. They look at it, they're all broken out. Twice.
Say that the water meter when you put the cap on. Water, but he doesn't know if it's just.
Like we just walk around. I mean, just like above the line. For one day, but sorry, when we get there. It'll be crazy. Not an outlet. Maybe it's just for men. I don't know. I really should. So what am I gonna do? Yeah, it was bad. Oh, yeah, like just not doing anything. The times you're just not talking about doing anything, you're really dry. It was almost too hot. She's like, hey,
You're gonna look at that. While you're out on the spot, no recording. Yeah. I don't know, I don't think that you're on, but I can see how weird this is.
yeah.
I'm good with
It is noon, if you all pass. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we come before you today asking for your guidance and wisdom as we convene this meeting. We thank you for the privilege of serving our neighbors and for the blessings of this community. We ask that you bless our deliberations today, give us discerning hearts to make decisions that honor you and serve our residents well. Help us to be good stewards of the responsibilities and resources entrusted to us. Keep our first responders safe, look after those in need, and guide our steps. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
First on our agenda is any old business. Or none. Any new business? The approval of the employee handbook.
Yeah, just would like to take a moment to thank Mr. Harold for reviewing this with me. This was developed with an outside company as a resource to make sure that we're compliant with everything for the state of Indiana. So Harold's looked at it ad nauseum. So it's here if you would like to read it, it's fine. But we just would like to go ahead and get that approved and so we have something to go by. And actually, that is for our 2 full-time office workers because the fire department has their own set of our handbook rather.
About parks.
Parks is all part-time people. I mean, there are some items in there that would apply to them too,
Face of it, it looks fairly comprehensive. Do you have any recommendation, Harold, on?
I mean, I think it meets all the standards until somebody changes the standards.
yeah, then we all.
Then we'll change it again. So, I would recommend putting it in place.
On that recommendation, do I have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All right. Okay, I've got a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Monthly reports, do we want to do the approval of the minutes from June 15th? Do I have a motion to approve?
But you did, Steve, since I wrote them, it's not really appropriate for me to make the motion.
Oh, okay. I still move that we accept.
All right.
I'll second it.
No, yeah.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Motion passes. On number 2, review of the financials. Has everybody had time to review the latest financial data? If so, do I have a motion to approve?
Before we do that, how much difference is this from last year, Keith, or whoever,
Or regarding,
the total amount?
as far as our total budget,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same as it's been all year long. We won't go to new budget until January.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is just a report of where we're at this point.
Right.
As of July 31st.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I move that we accept the budget.
I'll second it.
That's it.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes. Yep. Let's move on to our we're gonna go ahead and move legal up to first. The approval of the interlocal agreement with the city of Evansville.
So we have the interlocal here with the city of Evansville. This is for mutual aid for ambulance, between the city, fire department and between, Vanderbilt County Fire Department or our fire department. It's been reviewed by legal, and again, Harold has looked at it. The territory board, approved it and with a recommendation to do pass here. So, does anybody have any specific questions about just the process we're doing with the city that myself or probably Adam would be more likely to explain?
Could you explain some of it or a little of it?
You want to hit the highlights?
So
Highlight, yeah.
what this is a mutual aid agreement where it's reciprocal. So if they call for mutual aid for us to send an ambulance into the city, as long as we have the resources available and it doesn't lower our staffing level below minimums, we'll send it, and vice versa. If we need an ambulance to come out from the city,
Okay.
we can call for one of their same verbiage is in there. They have to have the staffing to be able to do it. It's no different than any other agreement that we have with any other county provider or what we used to have with AMR in place. And technically the one with AMR is still in place, but they're still covering parts of the county.
So you're good with it?
Yeah, as it's worded now, I'm okay with it. The original agreement that was sent, no, but as it was worked through and as it's written today, yes, we're okay with it.
And this is for EMS only. It doesn't include.
Yeah,
Right.
we're just being
And again, remember, sure everybody remembers, Evansville, started transporting patients as of July 1st of this year.
I move to accept the interlocal agreement with the city of Evansville Fire Department for ambulance service.
My second that.
All right, hearing a motion in a second, do we have any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
I'll pass down the approval sheet, just that be for Pat, and start there, and Steve go at the bottom. Just for,
Signature.
yeah, signature and then your name. Just for your information, the, city, safety board will be meeting on the 24th of this month. And it'll be on their agenda to approve as well. So we'll have a signed copy back from them. Right now, it's issued. Pat, you got the top block there, and the president. Not billing. And just so you know, it does auto renew annually unless either party gives 90 days notice prior to the end of the agreement that want to renegotiate or drop out. So.
And do we have anything on the, hospital agreement? It's been delayed. We had some concerns with how some things were written, so we sent it back to St. Vincent to be reviewed, and they're slower than molasses to get things back out. So, hopefully we'll have it by the September meeting to review it. Okay. I'm just out of curiosity, what is the agreement? It's a supervising hospital. We've had it in place since we became ALS Transport. They just never updated. Throughout the year, there's been an auto renew, and then we're in the process of putting whole blood on our ambulance or in our service to be able to administer in the field. And that's in that supervising hospital agreement. It allows us to transfer blood back and forth to the hospital, so we don't have to waste it when it does expire. Anything else under legal?
No.
Township assistant.
Township assistants, we had three referrals. Two were out of Scott Township, so we referred them to the correct township. One we reviewed was over assets by $2,000 a month. So we had to deny that. That's all we've got for township assistants.
How about, Parks and Rec?
So you can see there a Skag Turf Tiger. The model number is 0. We're requesting to surplus that because it's too expensive to fix. It's well over 50% of price of a new one. So, and we do have a buyer for it, so it will not be around much longer.
So what are we getting in place of that?
This was one that when we consolidated, the fire department had a Skag and so forth. So now we mow, our parks people mow all the stations. So we have enough equipment. We don't need to replace it right now. Definitely.
But make sure you tell him he's doing a fantastic job. I just can't believe how the ballpark and the cemeteries, how perfect they are mowed and weeded.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we got 3 part-time guys that do that, so.
This was the one.
Mhm.
Sorry, yeah. That one was, it's at least the 2005 would have been
Yeah,
roughly the year it was purchased.
20 years ago.
Fine.
You want to talk about the camper shell too?
You want one motion or 2 to make me indifferent? Okay, so the next one is the camper shell. Used to be on the pickup truck that we acquired from the fire department when they purchased a new pickup truck for their battalion chiefs. We obviously do not need it, so we'd like to surplus it. And again, that truck is a 2008, so that's 18 years old.
We're surplusing the truck or the
No.
camper shell?
Camper shell. No, we're using the truck.
I know, sir. I just want to make sure.
I'm sorry if I misspoke. Forgive me. No, we're using the truck.
So the camper shell's the same age.
Yep, we got the same year.
We have a motion to, surplus the Skag Turf Tiger mower and the camper shell.
I'll make a motion to surplus the Turf Tiger model, STT 61V27CH, serial number V6301336, and the ARE camper shell, serial number N as in Nancy 3916426.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes. Anything from the Fire Merit Board?
No, not as far as the merit board is concerned. No, they haven't, met since May, and they don't have their meeting scheduled until September.
How about Fire Territory?
Not a whole lot. Ladder truck, the new ladder truck update. Ryan's got some pictures. He can throw up the most recent 5 pictures. The truck is nearing completion. The truck committee itself leaves Wednesday morning to go to Snyder, Nebraska to do the final inspection, and then it'll be brought back to Indianapolis for them to do a final and then to stripe it there, and then it'll be delivered to us sometime early September, mid-September. Truck itself, the ladder is longer than our current ladder truck. This one is 100 foot. The current one is 77 foot.
But where's that going to be located? Here?
And is this the specific truck that, NDOT mentioned that they were
Yes.
using as a design vehicle?
Whenever they came to us originally for that project, we gave them the specifications of this truck. We literally had signed the agreement for it a month prior to them coming to us for that project. So when they refer to the newest ladder truck, this is the one. This will be the longest truck in our fleet.
So we're keeping our existing one? Going somewhere else?
We'll keep it. It'll primarily serve as a reserve, but it can be used for anything. It's gonna take a little bit of a refurb to fix some things that have been put off waiting for the new one to get here.
Oh,
Nothing major. The truck's still in service. It's just items that need to be addressed before we put it into a reserve status. But yes, we'll technically have 2 ladders. This one will be the primary. That'll be the secondary reserve.
Anything else for Fire Territory?
I do have a request to surplus an old generator that's older than me. It's old enough that the sticker that has the serial number no longer has numbers on it. They're wore off. It's an old Onan generator that used to be on a truck that we no longer have in service. Its model is a KQ3E1A. We'd like to surplus it. We have one of our members that wants to take it and thinks that they can get it to run on their own. The quote that we got from Straub's was more than the generator's worth to fix. So we have no reason to keep it.
You said that was
KQ3E1A.
how much are we asking?
Honestly, it's either trash it or let somebody have it. If we surplus it, it doesn't run.
Oh, okay.
And when we took it to Straub to see what it was gonna cost, it was around $1,000 to get it running, and you can buy a new one cheaper than that. So that's a lot quieter than this one. When this one does run, it would wake up the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's got some age on it.
The older the noise.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to surplus the Onan 5,000 watt generator model KQ3E1A.
I second that.
All right, I've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Right.
Motion passes. Is that it for Territory?
Just as an update, I'll let you guys know the next ambulance that was ordered back in 24, the end of 24, is slated to be delivered in early 27. That's the most recent update that we have.
And that's going to
That'll replace Medic 1, and the Medic 1 will go and get the box remounted on a new chassis.
refurb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else for Fire
I
Territory?
hope not.
Cemetery care.
Nothing to report there today.
All right, anything under donations?
No, sir.
All right, anything for public comment?
My name's Carmen Hurley. I was just wanting to see where we were at on allowing a proposal to allow horses on the property for riding. If you had any more questions, anything you want to discuss or going to need to answer. And just see where we're at on it.
As I recall from the last meeting, we're giving Steve some time to get caught up.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of it read. Honestly, I didn't get it all read. But probably the two comments that I have, I was in the meeting with you and Bob Harris when he told you you could ride.
Mhm.
I remember that. However, I've had and I don't even know the person's name, come up to me and said, hey, I hear you may be letting people ride horses. And we bring ours out. So that's the only thing I've wondered, is it gonna open a can of worms for every Tom, Dick and Harry? Or how will we tell them?
I don't think it will, just because of it's not a lot of property for what people to ride on. If they're gonna hook up their trailer, load up their horses, they're gonna go ride a bigger property. A way of kind of solving that too is if somebody else wants to ride, let them go through the same process I'm going through to try to get permission where they could be told their parameters and what they would have to do to be able to do that. And then you guys can control how many people are back there and who's back there. Would be my kind of two suggestions.
Well, I guess right now, I'm curious if you're comfortable enough in everything you read up on to vote on a proposal, or do you think you still need some more time?
No, I don't think I need any more time.
Okay.
I think I've read what I need to know, and then I know where it all started. Probably the only one in here that did it.
I guess I would just ask what my hope is that we can have a trial period of maybe 6 months just to see how it goes and go from there.
So what are we gonna say?
Well,
I just heard this over to county fairs where I heard somebody tell me. So how are we gonna combat that?
well, I asked Keith, to reach out to Joe Harrison, you got that right? For a legal opinion,
Okay,
and I think we need to wait until we hear from Joe on the proposal.
oh, he hasn't got back.
Not yet, so.
But with that, I'm fine with waiting until we have a legal opinion on hand and unless we, as a board, have any other further questions, I'll say at that point, once we get that opinion, then I'd be comfortable holding the vote.
Okay. I would just ask that if you have any questions, just to please contact me and I'd be happy to work through any questions you might have.
Sure.
Can I ask a quick question just for clarification? With the legal stuff, is that whoever that gentleman is that different than the legal that was already reached out to back in February or March? I remember that there was some kind of discussion there. I just didn't know if it was two separate things or
No,
what that was.
that's our attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
The board-
Just making sure I
it's the board's attorney.
Okay.
Anybody else with public comment?
May I comment on this proposal?
You certainly may.
Okay,
You
great.
want to state your name and address for the board?
My name's Holly Whitman and I live at 6382 East Baseline Road.
Holly,
Whitman.
Whitman, thank you.
So I have an opinion about this. I just wanted to express it. I'm a resident of Scott Township and I do support the proposal. Just asking you to hear me out as a board. to allow the limited horseback riding in the park as it was outlined in the proposal. So Carmen's family, specifically her parents and she, have contributed much to the Evansville community through horses over the years. When Carmen's father passed, she chose to preserve that beautiful land, and it has been in her family for many years. And she didn't auction it off. She could have, but she chose to preserve it as a green space to enhance the town community park in Scott Township and to preserve her father's legacy. So that agreement was made when the land was sold to the park, that limited riding would continue there. And it appears that there were witnesses to that agreement. Horseback riding is just a really positive, wholesome activity for youth and for adults. Multi-use trails exist in other areas of the country, and they can be a joy to the community members when respectfully shared. I have experience with them myself. So the sharing of these trails can create an opportunity for encounters, conversations that involve both delight and education. Horses represent strength, grace, beauty, and spirit. And I, for one, would like to catch a glimpse of beautiful horses being ridden, trailing in the park. I urge you to pass the proposal and bring horses back to town. I also want to just share a brief story about John Beeman. Years ago, John Beeman didn't know me very well. He was just somebody I passed. He was just somebody that I passed and said hello to, and he was always pleasant and kind. But one day I was out horseback riding with a friend near my home, and evening was coming. It was going to get dusk and then dark, and we decided we better load my friend's horse on this trailer. Well, the horse refused to go on. And so after really trying hard, we decided to call Carmen for help because she's skilled at that. And I knew if she could help me out, she would, if she had the time. So when I called, her father answered the phone, but she wasn't there. He said, "What's going on? What can I do? Can I help you?" And I said, "Well, I don't think you're going to want to come do this." But I said, "We really want to get this horse on the trailer before it gets dark." And he said, "You know what?" He said, "Tell me where you're at. I'll come help you if I can." So he pulls in, have the horse is not happy. And he took time, patience. He earned that horse's confidence and he didn't rush it. And he safely loaded the horse onto the trailer so we could get that horse home that night. My point being, he didn't really know me. I was an acquaintance that said hi when I passed him, but he just took the time out to do that for me. And I just think it would be a beautiful thing to preserve his legacy by having those horses going through the park. That's my public comment. And thanks for hearing me out.
I'm sorry, I hear about my dad.
I know.
That's completely understandable, and thank you for your comment. Any other comment? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Next meeting.
Oh, yes, wasn't that scheduled for?
Yeah.
It is. 2 seconds, guys.
It is on September 21st.
And is that the 4 o'clock one?
Yeah.
Yes, that one is.
That's the full
The
clock.
time, I thought we had 6 p.m. for that one.
We'll clarify that.
We'll clarify that. I can't remember. I'll look back.
That-
I don't
For our
remember.
budget.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
our budget, the hearing for the first,
And then the next meeting is,
after that,
I presume here,
yes.
Yes,
Then it'd be October 19th would be adoption of the budget.
that's at noon.
That's it, yes.
mhm.
And then you want the November meeting?
No, that's, no.
Okay.
That's new to the budget when it's coming. The only thing we're doing is the 21st one is the budget.
As right now, yes. If we have something else, we'll have to adjourn that meeting and open a second.
That's what, okay.
Yeah.
Make the motion to adjourn.
I second it. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.